Yo, Soul Tribe, gather at the fireplace. So today I want to talk about lucid dreaming. I want to talk about it again, but more, I want to go into more depth, okay? I got a question on Instagram. Shout out to you. So, question is, what can I do to get into a lucid dream? What can I do to learn lucid dreaming? I'm gonna tell you guys. So, first off, I told you in the last video, you can write your experiences down, your normal dreaming experience even, everything you dreamt, okay? Write it down. First thing you do in the morning is you get up and you write it down. You don't drink nothing, you don't eat something, you don't look into the sun, you do nothing. You stand up, first thing you do is write it down. And if nothing comes to mind, okay, go and write something until something comes, okay? Go with your gut feeling. So, that's the first thing you can do to induce a lucid dream. Second thing you can do is have routines. So a routine in that context is something you do before you go to bed. Okay? So what I like to do is I like to manifest something. I like to manifest abundance. I like to manifest my future, okay? So you can do that. When you have a rhythm, when you have a routine, and after the routine, you remind yourself, okay, when I close my eyes, and next time I see something, okay, I'm in a dream, and I know that I'm in a dream. And do that. Have one thing you do right before going to bed, like me, I manifest stuff. And the last thought you have is, when I dream, I know that I'm dreaming. And do that every single day. The next thing you can do is you make yourself trigger events, I call it, okay? So a trigger event in that context is something that you repeatedly do over the day, so that when it happens in a dream and it behaves differently, you know that's a dream. It's the same concept like in that film about dreaming, Inception. Okay, it's the same thing. There are a lot of things you can learn from that, because the maker of the film obviously did some research on that. So one thing you can do is watch Inception and see what you get from that. Gather some information for yourself. Like, everyone is different, and maybe you find something I didn't notice, okay? If so, you can put it in the comments. Okay? If in a video I don't say everything, because I don't know everything. When you know something, let me know. Okay? So, next thing you can do is incorporate all your senses. The more senses you incorporate in your routine, in your trigger events, in whatever you whatever you use to induce a lucid dream, use as many senses as possible, or enough that you can feel it in different what's the word? In different phases and in different steps and different dimensions, okay? Seeing is a dimension, hearing is a dimension, smelling is a dimension, and tasting is a dimension. Okay, I like to imagine. It has some layers to it, okay? So when you combine those layers, you understand it in a more wholesome way. It's the same thing when you learn something. When you learn anything, incorporate your senses. And when they combine, you have something that you can recall better, 5 times better, even 20 times better, okay? When you learn, off topic, 1 minute, I'm gonna talk 1 minute about learning in general, okay? So when you learn something, like for example, you learn for a test, and the old method you used is to write it down, to look at it, like vocabulary, you look at it, okay, good. That's a way to learn, yes, but if you're not the kind of person that is really great in that, you can use stuff. You can use this technique by incorporating other senses. Like, same example, instead of just writing it down, say it while you write it down. It's hearing. Then seeing, you write it down. Then it's touching, you write it down. And you can even incorporate smelling, okay? Smelling, you can put a candle next to your paper, okay, on the desk, and every time it should be the same flavor, same okay, and same thing as taste. Put a chewing gum, okay, but be careful. I wouldn't recommend ones with aspartame and fluoride. There's some natural ones. Or you eat something. Or you eat a cucumber, okay? So, do stuff like that. The more senses you incorporate, the better. And the same thing, back to the topic, goes for lucid dreaming. Do some routines and combine them with your senses. That way, you know the things in a more wholesome way, in more layers. You understand the layers, okay? Stack the layers. Okay, stack the layers. So, most of you don't really get the joke, but if one of you gets the joke, write it in the comments. So, the next thing you can do is watch some videos on lucid dreaming, okay? How others did it. It's just my experience how I did it, okay? But you can watch others also. They have other tips, okay? They have maybe some tips that I wouldn't even use for myself. So what's another thing you can do to induce a lucid dream? Higher your vibrations in general, okay? Your vibration is essential to having a lucid dream. When you're not vibrating high enough, you are not very conscious when you're in a dream. The higher vibration you are in, the more conscious you are of everything. And you have to imagine, yes, when you are in a very medium vibration right now, it's not the same when you go to sleep, okay? Because your subconscious takes over. And that's just another layer of you. It's just another layer of one, okay? So, keep your vibrations high so it boosts the vibration of your subconscious even. Next thing you can do is decalcify your pineal gland. That is working together with having a higher vibration in general. So what you can do to decalcify your pineal gland, I'm gonna do a video about that soon. But the basics are: eat healthy, meditate while visualizing that your pineal gland is shining and stuff is crumbling down from it and it's shining pure light. Manifest that, okay? Manifest it. My pineal gland, say it to yourself, my pineal gland is shining, okay? Say it to yourself. Because you know that thoughts create the reality that we're in some form of way. It's just another layer. Okay? So it's just like a waterfall. like a waterfall. The water drops from the waterfall, it falls, and it lands on the bottom. Your thoughts are the water before it lands in this world. And they fall until they're in this world, okay? You shape this world. So this were some things you can do to induce a lucid dream, and I hope, especially the person that wrote me on Instagram, I hope I helped you to do this kind of stuff. And yeah. Oh, another thing. You can do... Nah, I said it already. Okay, sorry. Have a great day. Bye.